Salman, Tyson Fury has come out in support of his mate, Billy Joe Saunders, and said that Billy Joe Saunders will give Canelo Alvarez a boxing lesson. He thinks it's going to do exactly the same as what he did with David Lemieux. A lot of people obviously have responded to it saying that, listen, I love Tyson, but there's no way that, he's going to give Canelo Alvarez a boxing lesson. Do you think Billy Joe Saunders could give Canelo Alvarez a boxing lesson?
That's, in my opinion, obviously I picked him to win. So if failing to do that, I can't see him. At the end of the day, he's gonna have to do a David Lemieux to Canelo to beat him, pretty much, or otherwise he's not getting the decision. It's gonna have to be a shutout.
But do you honestly see him doing that? You honestly think he's gonna be able to?
I think he has the capability of doing that. But I'm edging him to win the fight, but I don't.
I can't see him giving him a boxing lesson. I cannot see.
Failing to do that. I can't see him with the judges kind of going to be favouring Canelo. If he doesn't put up a masterful performance, he's not going to get it. It's going to have to be a one-sided complete shutout for him to win, in my opinion. As John Fury said, he's going to have to get a knockout to get a draw.
Listen. He's not going to be able to box Canelo's ears off. Like that's just not going to happen. Like even Lara, who was a very, very good boxer, wasn't able to box Canelo's ears off.
One thing I will say about this fight, I can either see it. I can't see like it being a close fight. It's either going to be one way or the other. I can't see it being like a nip and tuck fight where it might be 115, 113. I can't see that. It's either going to be, Canelo's either going to be on top or Billy Joe's going to be on top. It's going to be one of the two. I can't see it being a nip and tuck fight where you don't know who's winning. I can't see this fight being like that. It just, the styles, I don't think will allow that. It's either Canelo's, in my opinion, this is how I predict the fight. These are the two ways the fight goes. Canelo either stops Billy Joe, right? Or I can't see Billy Joe. If Canelo is putting it on him, I can't see Billy Joe going the distance. But if Billy Joe does find a way to box Canelo, then I think Billy Joe points. I don't think Canelo can win on points because I don't see Billy Joe going on points if Canelo's putting it on him. I can't see him.
So basically, what you're saying is, you're basically saying that Billy Joe is literally going to have to box Canelo's ears off
for 12 rounds.
For 12 rounds.
To win.
And Canelo's not going to be, like, you're basically going to say that Billy Joe's style is, Canelo's not going to be landing any punches. Right? And you're basically saying if Canelo starts landing the leather, then Billy Joe's going to get knocked out. If he starts landing...
If the leather that was landing on Callum Smith, if it's a similar sort of fight where Billy Joe's taking a lot of leather, I believe he will get knocked out.
So just say the way Callum Smith took punishment in that fight.
Yeah.
Canelo starts sticking and bashing him up like that.
Yeah, I don't think then it's a one-sided fight.
No, but one-sided fight, do you think he goes the distance then?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why my prediction was either Canelo knockout or Billy Joe points because of that reason.
You don't think Canelo can win on points?
I don't, because I think he'll be able to get him out of there. That's what I'm saying. It's either he's gonna if he puts it on him, he's getting knocked out.
But just say if he sticks it on like he did with Callum, but Billy takes the punches or Billy goes into survival mode.
I think Billy Joe's a lot more smaller than Callum Smith. Obviously, Callum Smith's really a light heavyweight. He's massive at the weight, right? So his punch, he can probably, obviously, because he's a lot bigger and stronger, he can probably absorb a shot a lot more, That's the reason why I believe.
Also, he towards the end of that fight was looking messed up.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I believe this is either go two ways.
I
can't see it being like a Daniel Jacobs fight where it's going to be close. I can't see that. I just
see the problem is with Billy Joe Saunders. Here's the problem. Billy Joe Saunders doesn't have the physicality of a Smith or a Jacobs. Those guys were very big. Like if you look at Billy Joe Saunders, like he's not big, and I don't think from a physical standpoint, I'm not sure how physically strong he is. Like Jacobs and Callum Smith are huge and physically strong. Like Jacob is a big dude, like very big guy. He was massive compared to Canelo. I don't think Billy Joe is massive. Like I think he's quite a thick set. But I don't think he's going to be able to trouble Canelo physically. I think Canelo will be the stronger man. Even in the clinches, I think Canelo will be the stronger guy. I think Canelo's just I think when you look at Canelo, I was speaking to T, and he was just saying Canelo's just a thicker set. He's just a really big, strong, everything about him.
Who does he think's going to win?
He's got Canelo. He's saying that T's basically saying that he feels that Canelo, he'll have to have an off night for Saunders to pull it off because he just thinks Canelo right now is on a different. He's in a different league right now. By the way, I think you guys know T. I had him on the channel doing the live stream. He's the former British light welterweight champion, and basically he was saying that Canelo's just on a different level right now, and he feels that Canelo will wear Billy Joe out, and he says Billy Joe has got good skills. Do you think Billy Joe, if he's getting, do you think Billy Joe could? Because I felt like Callum Smith went into a bit of survival mode when when Canelo was sticking it on him. I think
the thing is with survival mode. Obviously, I don't know in this fight whether there'll be that, because I can't see, because how Billy Joe fights. It's not really, he fights really in survival mode, if you get what I'm saying. It's just the way he fights. He's a very defensive fighter. He thinks defense first.
What you got to understand,
I don't think he'll be like static like Callum Smith. No, I don't think he's gonna be there.
Stop throwing punches. You become more gun shy. That's what I mean by.
He's fairly gun shy already, to be fair. Like Billy Joe doesn't really throw.
He throws a lot of punches. Of course he does.
But not easy. He's not a punch, like he's not really a big where you say that this guy throws a lot of punches. He tries to, he likes to nick a points win. Do you know what I mean? Just does enough type of thing. He's just gonna just be trying to throw his ones and twos in and out. Just see, he's not gonna stand there.
Everyone's talking about the judges and stuff. We all know that if the fight's close, Canelo normally gets.
It might not even go to the judges.
Yeah, it might not. But Billy Joe, like we said, he's gonna have to outbox Canelo quite comprehensively.
Yeah.
Make it clear. And I don't see him doing that. I don't see him being able to comprehensively outbox Canelo. I think it's just too difficult to comprehensively outbox a guy that's a very good boxer himself. He has boxing IQs on another level. It's not easy to do that. David Lemieux, I think people got flattered by that performance. David Lemieux's...
I don't rate David Lemieux that highly, to be honest. I think he's like a guy that's a stepping stone for all the top dogs, in my opinion. I just think Billy Joe he did well. He did well against David Lemieux, but obviously this is a different level now. Like Canelo and David Lemieux, Billy Joe's going to have to raise his game to a different level. But look, the thing is, he might be able to, he might not. But that's what we need to watch. Can he? What he's been saying for the last 4 years, is it all waffle, or is he the real deal? Like, I definitely think he's got skills, but there's a difference between having skills and beating Canelo, and that's why I want to see it. If I see it, then I will say that this guy is a world-class fighter, and he's one of the best in British boxing history. If he can go there and beat Canelo at this time,
I won't go as far. Listen, I would say he'd put himself up there. If he beats Canelo, he'd put himself up there. But again, it's a big ask. It's a big, a lot of people saying it's a 50-50 fight. I don't see it. I don't see it being a 50-50 fight at all. What would you say percentage-wise? What chance do you give Billy? Not what chance. What do you think? Like, from a percentage point of view, what?
Probably, if you go on the perspective of loads of other people, probably a 90-10 chance, probably. But
you yourself, what chance are you giving him?
What I believe, I personally think he has at least. I already said it before. I think Canelo is 60-40 in Canelo's favor. Just because of the sheer fact he has that power. And you got to realize he can change a fight with one shot, and over 12 rounds. That's what's going to be the fascinating part. Can Billy Joe make Canelo pay and miss for 12 rounds consistently without losing his stamina? We know that Billy Joe's had stamina issues. Canelo punches hard to the body. Will Canelo slow him down? We just don't know. But
I think that's going to be a big problem.
As I said to you, Billy Joe is going to he's going to have to box a punch perfect fight for 12 rounds to win this fight. It's going to have to be so comprehensive where everyone knows Billy Joe's won. Like a bit like the Fury Klitschko, where everyone just knew that there was no chance. It was just Fury had won. It's going to have to be like that. Or there's no way if it's a close fight. Or if you think Billy Joe's won by a couple of rounds, he's winning it. It's just not going to happen. He's going to have to put in a shift. And a shift that he's never put in before, because this is going to be the hardest fight of his career. But then again, saying that, you just don't know in this game. We might say that, oh no, Canelo, it's not possible to do that, but he might go in there and prove us all wrong. He might go in there and put a shift and make him look average. How do you know? We don't know. until it actually happens, because there must have been, it's happened in the past, hasn't it? It must have happened in the past, where, you know, the underdog comes in and he makes you know, the guy that's favourite look like just schools him.
Yeah, Ali Liston. You know, that was
Fury Klitschko.
Yeah, but that was good. Don't get me wrong, but I think the fight was really bad, and I don't think it was.
I think this, if Billy Joe wins this fight, it's going to be a really bad fight, and the crowd could start potentially booing.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Why wouldn't you say that?
I don't think it's going to be boring, because I think Billy Joe is different.
I don't think Billy Joe's very offensive. I think he's fairly. Even in the David Lemieux fight, they start booing like, "What you doing? Why are you running away?" Like. Because he does fight like that. It's a very boring fight.
I remember. Yeah, but I just don't think Canelo will allow it. I think Canelo will start putting heavy pressure on him.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I just don't think Canelo will allow him to, you know, just tippy tap. Like I said, it's tippy tapping, man. Canelo won't allow that stuff. He won't allow, you know, Billy Joe just to do that. If he feels that this guy's winning the rounds, Canelo's gonna start putting a lot of pressure on him, and literally throwing at his arms.
One thing I will say, do you know Canelo's corner? Like in fights, they're honest with him. Against Golovkin. You know, I was watching one round, and they were like, "Listen, Saul, you're the younger man. Yeah, you're getting, you know, he's outworking you. You're the younger man here. You need to show him who's boss." I don't think Canelo's got yes men in his corner. If he is losing, if he's 5 rounds down.
Plus they know him.
I reckon, you know, that Eddie Reynoso will chuck water on his face like, what bloody hell's going on?
No. Here's the thing with Eddie Reynoso. He's one of the best trainers in the world. But not just that, you know, Eddie Reynoso, they know Canelo from a very young age, and they have a very close relationship with him, and they're not scared to tell him.
No.
So that's the good thing. So the thing is, if the fight is first 2 or 3 rounds, Eddie Reynoso is going to tell Canelo straight away, jump on this guy. Don't give him any space. Just jump on him. Keep on him. Just you know, like they did with Khan. First round, Khan outboxed him. Second round, he was that's it. He was literally chasing after him, and he became very aggressive. And he's going to do that the same thing with Billy Joe Saunders, because I don't think Billy Joe's got the punch power to hurt him. So what he's going to do, I think what they're going to do is they're going to look to put pressure on him. If he's boxing now, Canelo now has improved so much since Khan, Cotto, and all those fights, Lara and all those fights that he had, is that Canelo now, right? He's so patient, and he might be able to feel he could box and beat Saunders. He might feel that he could box in the center of the ring and beat Saunders. He make him miss with his head movement. So Canelo might do that, but Canelo's got so many more facets than Saunders. Saunders has to do one thing for the whole fight. Canelo can walk him down. Canelo can look to box with him. That doesn't work, then he can walk him down. See, Canelo's got a lot of ways that he can win this fight. Billy Joe's got one. You know, and that's to box and move and not to get involved. You know, so if that doesn't work, right? If that box and moves, stick and move doesn't work, then it's going to be an issue. That's why, because he's not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with Canelo. So this is what I mean. I think Billy Joe's going to have to... He's just going to have to be excellent, to be honest. He's going to have to be exceptional on the night. And...
the thing is, what I want to see is... They've said a lot that, you know, he said that, you know, I will raise my game when I fight better fighters. Let's see if what he's saying is all cap or he can. Because if he can, then fair play to him. But if he can't, then he's going to deserve a lot of stick, because, you know, he's been really, really hammering it in that how much...
No, but I wouldn't say he deserves a lot of stick, because at the end of the day, he's fighting one of the best out there. So I don't think he's going to deserve stick if he puts up a good fight.
But he will get stick, though.
He will get stick. If he loses, I was saying this in I think a video that I did yesterday, that if Billy Joe Saunders does get beat, right, and he gets beat comprehensively,
which pretty much 95% of people think he's going to lose anyway.
So then he will get stick, because there are a lot of people that want to see Billy Joe lose. I'm not one of them. I hope he does well. I don't really mind the guy, to be honest with you. But if he does, he will get a lot of stick. You know, you'll get a lot of trolls on Twitter messaging him, and because I do think there's a lot of people that dislike.
Even I reckon he'd get trolled even if he put in a good shift and he was lot to lose. I still think people would troll him.
No, I don't. I think people will actually respect him, because he's just gone in with one of the pound for pound best fighters, and he's given him a very good fight. I think the only way he's going to get trolled is if he gets knocked out, or he gets, you know, he's going to...
He could get knocked out. He could
I disagree. I don't think people will troll him if he does well. But if he gets knocked out or he gets comprehensively beat, then yes, I think people will give him stick because, you know, he is a guy that likes to talk a lot. So, you know, when you're like that, you will get stick. It's natural. But the same time, that happens with every fighter, even if they're good and they're not as, you know, controversial like Billy Joe is at times. When you're out there like that, especially Canelo, like, even if Canelo was to lose a fight, he wouldn't get that kind of stick because he's not really a guy that's very out there. You know, he does what he has to do. But yeah, listen, I'm very excited for this fight. I've said it many times that I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see this fight. I think it's a great fight. I think it's going to be one that I'm definitely staying up for. You know, I think Taylor Ramirez, I'm going to start doing videos on that as well because I haven't given that enough coverage.
I think
really.
Andrade is fighting as well.
Andrade is fighting as well, which is obviously a very interesting
Saturday, isn't it?
Yep, Andrade v. Liam Williams, which is a very good fight.
This Saturday?
Yes, this Saturday. It's a very good fight and I'm looking forward to it. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below about what we just talked about. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.